There are 4 words that accurately describe my work ethic as well as my personality to some degree. So let's get started. I'm managerial. I get anxious about things that are new to me, as I'm sure most people do. And the way I handle my anxiety is by taking control of the situation by planning, organizing, and self-motivation. Although I work under the supervision of my employers, I rely mainly on myself to complete jobs. One of the most important things I've learned as an adult is that more often than not, you have to be the one to take initiative to get something done. Because most of the time you get thrown into a job where you get minimal instructions or details, and then they're just kind of like, hey, here you go, figure it out. And you know, that's the real world, I suppose. Even in team efforts, sometimes you're the only person who cares enough to put in the time and energy to get something done. I'm that person, or I'm the assistant to the person who's taking the initiative. Either way, I like to be part of projects that will ultimately serve to solve a problem or to grow a business. I'm efficient. At work and at home, I'm very careful with my time, my money, and my energy. If there's one thing I hate, it's wastefulness. Time is the most valuable asset that I have. There are so many things I want to do, and even if my project deadlines aren't very strict, I'm always constrained by the available amount of time there is each day to work on the things that I want to do. Most days I wish I didn't need sleep. I'd rather be a vampire. Planning my tasks for each day is like fitting pieces into a puzzle. I want to arrange everything that maximizes efficiency. This also applies to money. Hi, I'm minored in economics, I know what I'm talking about. I don't buy anything unless I need it now or in the immediate future. For example, food. If my fridge is full of leftovers and things I can cook with, then I don't need to go to the store or to a restaurant to get more food. Like I said, I hate waste, so I eat all my leftovers before they spoil to avoid having to throw out any food. People starve all over the world. I don't take my food for granted. Energy should also be used efficiently. When I come home from work, I'm usually still in a mode of productivity, and so I use that extra energy to either exercise or work on my personal projects, or both. I'm analytical. Similar to being managerial, this also stems from my anxiety of new situations. Let me tell you a story. Oh! That was hot. I was 4 years old and my oldest sister was babysitting me. We were just hanging out in the living room and she was flipping channels on the TV. And then I guess she decided, let's watch Child's Play 2. We tuned in at the part where Chucky was ripping his hand off because he got it stuck under a gate. Still today, that's one of my most vivid memories. Ah, the simplicity of childhood. Good times. Being 4, naturally I was terrified, but I was also strangely intrigued. I attribute that moment to being the reason I find disturbing media so fascinating. I like to question what makes things disturbing, and after analyzing it, I am not freaked out by it. Sorry about that. What was I saying? What was I saying? We were talking about disturbing imagery. Yes. I think it can be effective because it allows us to explore different emotions that we might not have encountered otherwise from like different situations. This also applies to other parts of my life. I don't take a lot of things at face value, whether I hear them from the news or someone I trust. I love learning and forming my own opinions through research. To me, research and objectivity are some of the best tools you can use to overcome anxiety. I'm natural. As you can see, I don't do much to alter my appearance. This is all natural, and this ties in with being efficient. I prefer to just wake up and roll on over to work instead of using a bunch of time to put on makeup, get myself all dolled up, and wear fancy clothes. I mean, look at what I'm wearing. Of course, it also depends on the situation. I'm currently wearing some makeup around my eyes. I don't know if you can tell. I care about presentation, and makeup just makes my eyes look pretty. And shimmer around my eyes is not natural. And being natural is more than just in my appearance. I like to maintain a natural persona that makes sense to me when I'm presenting myself to all you fine people. If I wanted to, I could put on an over-the-top, high-energy persona just so you'll like me more. But to me, that feels gross and exhausting. When I'm natural, I'm relaxed, honest, and open to communication. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm managerial, efficient, analytical, and natural. I'm mean. Thanks for watching. Feel free to click around, explore. Bye.